Hey everybody, what's up? It's a mess. Sorry. I haven't been on for a little bit. If you haven't noticed, I'm trying to still get situated, and if I didn't get on, it was probably going to be quite a long time still before I got on. So, um, mess or not, I just wanted to get on and say what up, say hi, see how everybody's doing, send some good vibes. Um, I hope everybody's always trusting themselves, being kind to themselves, using their intuition and their own discernment. Let's see. This is going to be a session of personal readings. It's going to be a session of personal readings. If you're interested in being put on the list, let me know. Who's that? What up, Dodger? Number one. I'll put you as number one. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope life is being kind to you. It's a mess, so sorry. I hope the view's okay. Not even okay. I don't like the view, so I'm not even gonna say okay because I don't like it at all. But I hope it's tolerable. It's hot. It's super hot. But I loved your idea. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get up real quick. Actually, oh, shit. Fuck. I loved your idea. It's not humid. It's dry. And if you stay in the AC, which is what I do, I like to stay inside most of the time. It's okay. But going in between, like from one building to the next, it's miserable, to be honest. It's not enjoyable at all. So use the sun advisor. If you ever come to Arizona, if you ever plan on visiting, use your sun advisors and all that to shield the sun. Even if you're gonna go in the store for like 5-10 minutes, use your sun blockers. But what I was gonna get up and I was gonna show. So everything's a work in progress. I wanted to move because my lease was gonna be up in August, but I have to wait again. So I'm gonna be better prepared, better planned for it. When it comes in next August. Who's that? So um, it's gonna be like it's gonna still be a little mess. I'm trying to still get it situated so it's not so much of a mess in the background. But I don't like it, so I hope you can tolerate it. Um, I haven't had Starbucks for a while. I hope you've liked it. I remember when I tried yours, it was really, really good. I felt like it didn't have as much sugar as I was used to, but I felt like that was like good for me. Like I think it was the strawberry and matcha. I think if I remember correctly, it was good. Um, okay, but I loved you, Dodger. You're amazing. You have motivated me and inspired me more than you can imagine. So, um, I had to do like I did a reading for myself the other day, and I got like kind of like punched in the throat with the fact of whatever I want, I can't keep saying it doesn't exist. So if I want a gentleman, I can't be like, oh, all these men suck, and I, I have to do some healing and stuff. But um, for my list, I haven't started to write it out, but I've been like putting thought and energy and all that into it. And I bought a cologne. Um, it's Aquadigio, which is I'm familiar with that one, but this one is a new one of that one. Hold on, I am gonna get up. I'm just move everything around. It's little in here, so bear with me. I'm newer. How freaking cute! I'm gonna show you. No. Okay. Okay. So, anybody, if you're looking for a nice cologne, I would advise you to get this one. Let me see if I can put it up where you guys can see it. It's Aqua Digio. This one. So this is the one I'm used to. Everybody's probably used to. It was super cute too. They had the little baby bottles. But anyways, if you're in a perfume store, smell this one. It's really freaking good. It's amazing. And when I first saw it, it was next to this one, which was kind of whatever. But I was like, oh, I'm gonna smell it anyway. And oh my god, I like it. I would advise you. Okay, so my list currently right now. And again, guys, bear with me with my setup. This is not my forever place. This is my temporary home. I'm just moving through here, and I'm trying to get situated. And if we waited for me to get situated, you guys were not going to get any readings from me anytime soon. And it had been a while, and I missed you guys. So here I am. Dodger is number one. Sorry for my little rant over here. Shirley. So I feel like it's sophisticated, but it's sexy. I can't even explain the smell. It go to a perfume smell or a perfume store and smell it. Like if you've smelled this one already and you like this one, you're gonna love. For me, anyways, I love this one. It's like, whew, it's so much better than the other one. In my opinion. I would think so, because I don't know. I've never known anybody to wear this one. But I had liked it, and I bought it because I'm like, I want to get in that in my mind. Oh my god, in my mind, this is what he would smell like. Like he's clean, he's sexy, he's attractive, he's got his shit together. He's sophisticated. Like, oh my god, yes, 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 yes. Yes, I like this. But let me know. Maybe you guys have a different take on the smell. But that's my take on it. And so I bought that one because I want to get more in that perspective of, like, I don't know, just thinking what's possible, or I don't know. It's part of the step for me, part of the journey. All right, so Dodger and then Shirley. Okay. All right, cool beans. Of course. Appreciate your patience with my shenanigans. Okay, let me see. Dodger, hold on, Dodger. This isn't the deck for you. I really do not like this setup, but I gotta clear the energy. Okay. All right. Surely that is gonna be your deck. Dodger. I just Dodger. Okay. I don't know why, but I was drawn to this Halloween deck for you, Dodger. But then when I got to that area, I had seen the steampunk, my steampunk, and so I'm not gonna pull any other ones out. I feel like the most of the message is over here in the steampunk, but there is something over here, so I wanted to see what it's about. Queen of Wands, Nine of Cups, pre-message, the Fool. Pre-message here. I felt like there's you standing in your confidence and you like just doing what you're inspired for and to and not swaying, and just like holding your energy. I feel like that's opening doors for you, whether you're seeing them yet or not. I feel like there's some you're seeing that I feel like there's already doors that may have already opened for you. Somebody's upset with you if there was recently an opportunity for you. There's hold on, sorry. If there was recently an opportunity for you, or somebody saw you might not feel like it was like big and grand, but I felt like there was something that you recently stepped into, a new opportunity, a new adventure, something exciting and fun and new for you. I felt like there was like somebody's either jealous of you and what they see, or there's somebody kind of trying to tell you like don't do that. So trust your intuition and use your discernment, because there's like if that's happening for you, and take it as it resonates. um if that is happening for you, I felt like there like trust your intuition. Like your soul, your spirit is gonna know if somebody has good intentions or not for you. Dude, oh my god, you guys. It's ridiculous. Life has been like really testing me. I don't know a better way to say it. Okay. I don't know if you could see it. And it's on my finger. It's on this finger. And I'm not flipping you guys off. I'm sorry. But I don't know if you guys could see. I freaking cut my finger and I don't want to touch it really because it's going to open again. But I cut my finger today. I cut my finger cutting butter with a butter knife. And I bled. And it bled all day. And it still hurts right now. Like I cut my finger cutting butter with a butter knife. And I have a cut, and like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Sorry, right now I was shuffling and it pressed it and it reminded me. Sorry. I hope everybody is having a hold on. I don't know what's going on with the planets and all that. I know Uranus or I don't know. There's supposed to be changes, right? As always. Just make sure that you're taking this time for yourself and putting yourself as a priority, because life is life and it's not going to stop for you, and it's not going to stop to ask if you're okay and if you've had water and you need a break and whatever. So give that to sorry, hold on. Give that to yourself. Make sure you're being kind to yourself, and be fun. Not necessarily be fun. I don't know. Just be kind to yourself. Do good for yourself. Put yourself as a priority. And if you want to have fun, have fun. Okay. There's something that. What else? What is this? Okay. 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 All right, Dodger, take this as if take this if it resonates. If not, let me know and we'll keep it moving. I feel like this is that pre-message. This deck has a little whatever this message is for you. And before we get into this reading, I feel like right now, whatever, there's something that you're not happy about. There's something that it could be better than what it is. I feel like you've been putting work at something. You've been putting a lot of effort, investing a lot of time, energy, resources, effort, attention. You've been putting it a lot of into something, and I felt like it's like slow progress, and I felt like that's kind of wearing on you a little bit. And I felt like there was something that you had the opportunity to see things from a different perspective, but I felt like you're not. I felt like you're still having the same. Um, you're very dedicated to whatever you've been working towards, and whether it's going the way that you're wanting it to or not, whether you're seeing the results the way that you want them to or not, I felt like right now you're not happy with it, but it's not enough for you to just call it like you're still inspired, you're still motivated. You're not happy, but you're not happy either. I don't know how to explain this. But you are a little guarded at the same time. But there's something you're waiting for. You're still being patient. Dodger, does this make sense? Are you still with me? You've been working at something, but the results aren't what you're wanting them to be just yet. And I feel like there's moments where you get discouraged and maybe a little demotivated, unmotivated. But at the end of the day, it's like you're still willing to show up and put the work in. And like you see the end goal. You know why you're doing it. You see what it's for. What she wants to know. Last shuffle. Yeah. 4 of Pentacles. Um, where's that? Oy. I feel like he's not ready just yet. It's not that he has no intention to. He um, he loves you very much. He loves you very, very, very much. But there's a sense of here. Where's it? He's kind of a little bit guarded still. He's not ready for that. He's defensive when it comes to that type of energy. But he's not gonna let you go either. It's important for you to do what you're inspired for and have the life that you want to have, but the same is true for him too. And I felt like if you were to give him an ultimatum, I felt like you would get what you wanted, but at what cost? And would would it really be what you wanted 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now? So hold on. Yes, the Nine of Wands came out again. Got Nine of Wands here. Four of Cups, Knight of Cups. He loves you. He, like, Three of Wands again. It's important to be patient. But you got to do what's right for you too. Dodger, you have to sit with yourself and like figure out like how much time you've invested. Like, could you wait around and figure out, like, maybe you need to talk with them and see what the real time frame is. Like, how long or is it before we actually do get engaged, before we get married? What's the time frame before we have kids? Figure out all those and see if that's, like, are you willing to, and like, do you trust him? Can you trust him for what he says? Does he have integrity? Is he the same person behind your back as he is to your face? He has no intention of you going anywhere. I don't feel like he lives in reality though. When he thinks about everything, like in his mind, when he thinks about like getting married and the engagement and life, how having the kids, like everything that goes along with it, he's not. I don't know to what degree, but it's not in reality. It's not. I wouldn't say it's necessarily healthy either. I feel like there's maybe he has that expectation, like after people are together for so long, then the romance or whatever dies out, fizzles out. There's like some sort of degree, but that's not what's causing the delay. I feel like he wants to be the man that he feels like he needs to be before he can fill that role. I feel like the role that is being presented or open, it's a role that he like the Eight of Pentacles, just like you. He wants to work, right? He wants to he doesn't want to just be somebody's husband. He wants to be the husband, right? He doesn't want to just, oh, that's my partner, right? Because the paper says so. No, he wants to fulfill that role. He wants to meet the needs. He wants to have the money, he have the resources, have the maturity. Like, he wants to, but at the same point, I feel like there's something that needs to transition as well. Um, like, what is it? Shit or get off the pot. But I feel like he doesn't want to lose you at all. But I feel like it's very important to kind of understand who wants what and where they're going and what the time frame is and all that, because I feel like you guys do want the same thing, but I felt like he have you seen The Notebook? if you have, um, so he sees the girl like he doesn't have enough like it's the impression that he doesn't have enough resources, right? So he goes off to try and get those resources, but really she wasn't looking for those resources, but he felt like he had to obtain those. So I felt like it's kind of an like that in some way. Like just let him know what you're needing in a relationship, and let him know, figure out what his drive is, like what he like, what role he's trying to meet, so that you can say yay or nay or not. I don't know if you guys have had these conversations or not. Okay, so the notebook, how he's trying to like prove himself to himself, I guess, to earn her kind of, but that's not, she was, she just wanted a letter, right? She just wanted the relationship, which he was sending, but she wasn't getting. So I say all that too. I feel like you guys both have the same end goal in mind, but I felt like the journey of getting there is different in both of your guys' eyes. And I feel like it's important for you to have those conversations so that both of you are, of a clear mind of what the other person is expecting and thinking, so that you guys can iron anything out if there's any things that are not accurate, or any misunderstandings, and that if there's things that need to be fixed, or like time frames that need to be sped up or whatever, that you guys are on that same page. Amen. Amen. Yes. Man. Yes. Yeah. Yes. That's on my list too. I want a provider too. I want a man who's gonna like tell me what he brings to the table, not, oh my god, I gotta share this with you guys. The other day I was watching TikTok, and I don't know like what kind of freaking vibe I've been on, but I kept getting these little things about how he wants to be with a boy, basically. Like if he wants to know what you're gonna do for him, he wants to be with the boy. If he wants you to take care of him and be checking in on him and all that, he wants to be with a boy. Um, so it's important for the women to know, like we're supposed to be receptive. And I love, like, Doctor, I love your thought process in that. I love how you carry yourself and you present yourself and your energy towards relationships and what you're expecting and demanding. You don't settle, and I love that. I love, you know what you want. But um I feel like he's maybe not fully grounded with what is really expected. Like, you don't need to go off and conquer the world first. Like, we can do that together, kind of thing, you know? Like, figure out what his hangups are, and see how you guys can iron those out. Because I feel like you guys are in the same, yeah. Holy, hold on. He just, you make him happy. He doesn't want you to go anywhere. It's important for him to know what you want, and I feel like he will be. But shit, okay, just be honest with him. Don't give him an ultimatum, but let him know how you feel, and like what your time frame is. Be honest, but don't give him an ultimatum. Just like, hey, my goal is to be like at this point in my life by this age, and I need to know if you're able to meet that or not, and if not, cool. But like both of you guys need to have that understanding, so that when that time comes and goes, before it comes, ideally, right? Because if, like, As the man, they're supposed to be taking the lead. And as the woman, we never want to like tell them what to do and it not to be done, because then like what the fuck was the point, you know? It's wasted energy. And especially if they know what to do and they don't, that they just don't care. And so I feel like putting somebody in a position, but marriage, like that's like, anyways, sorry, I digress, I rant. um don't, my strongest advice would be not to put him in any ultimatums, but to be very clear and honest with what your plans and your hopes and intentions are and what your time frames are, so that that way um, you're not altering your plans, hopes, and intentions, dreams for somebody else. And also, when that time comes, be willing to cut the rope if it's not lining up the way that, like, but I don't have to tell you that. I feel like you know all that. Amen. 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 Facts. Dodger, oh my God, I love the way you think. I love it. So he's still getting prepared. He's not he's definitely in it for sure. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere in his mind. Like he will not let you go. Like he will whatever needs to be changed, altered, he will do that. He will not be letting you go. I feel like he has the motivation. I don't know if there's like a pay increase, there's something where there's a forward cycle, forward movement coming in for him. um but you are like a staple in his life. I feel like there might be a lot of changes going on. There might be something that he has to learn, like, but don't give an ultimatum. Just but be honest. Let him know what your time frame is, and let yourself know as well. Be honest, be clear with both of you guys, because but I don't know. At the same time, Dodger, where everybody's human, you got to do what you're inspired for. But I'm going to tell you, me personally, I'm 42 years old. I have 3 kids. I've been married, divorced. Your situation is not like mine at all, and that's very clear. But I say this: people do what they're inspired to do, and waiting around for somebody to have that inspiration is not helpful for you, and it's not helpful for them either. But giving them an ultimatum is not helpful, even if you get the end result that you want from that ultimatum. At the end of the day, it's really not helpful for either of you guys, because what you really want is not included by getting that ultimatum result. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. But I know he loves you. I know he wants to be the man that he knows that you want and need. And so 10 of Wands and the Fool. If it becomes too much, be willing to, like, okay, maybe he's not the king for you. Maybe he's the king in the village down, but maybe he is your king. Only you can know by using your discernment and really, like, I'm more spiritual than religious, but like I would pray. I would ask God, like, what do you want? Is this the person for me? And I would really ask that person. I would get to know that person before we're married. Um, I would ask the uncomfortable questions, and I would let them know. I would force them to get to know me in even ways that I might not even be comfortable with, because at the end of the day, when you guys are married, there's no running away. There's no, like, if that person is not your rock and your shield, then they're your fucking war ground and you're living with them. So don't give ultimatums, because at the end of the day, that decision is not made out of love. But at the same time, um, this man, I know he cares about you, but sometimes love just isn't enough. So you have to know, Dodger, you have to figure out, like, is it going to be too much for me to carry and to wait for? Am I going to get what I need and want out of the end of this, or do I need to just walk away? Only you know. But yes, he does have the intention to propose at some point in time. Yes. All right, Dodger. Was that helpful? I hope it was helpful, and I'm sorry. I hope it was not um negative in any way, disappointing. I love you, girl. You're amazing. Any questions? Anything else? Sorry. Hold on, but I have another one over here, Dodger. While I'm waiting for you, I'm gonna look what last shuffle. Okay, thank you. One more, actually. Sorry. Dodger, 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 Dodger. $31, you got the light bulb. You know what to do, Dodger. That, like, having that clarity, having those conversations, it's gonna open up it's gonna strengthen your guys' relationship. It's gonna open up the communication skills, but it's gonna both of you guys are gonna have new ideas, new thoughts, new um inspirations that come from those conversations. So have those conversations, and when you're having those moments of, like, insecurity and not really knowing where you stand, like, just open up to him, because at the end of the day, he's supposed to be your partner, right? Good, bad, ugly, thick and thin, all of it. He's supposed to know your weaknesses. And if you can't trust him with that, isn't it better to know now? Isn't it better to know how he treats you and handles you in your moments of unsurety? It's better to know now. But I know he loves you. So you need to figure out, like, what you need to settle down your energy to feel balanced and move forward without giving the ultimatum, and to feel, but also know what your time frame is. Like, how many years are you gonna wait? What is his time frame? What's the time frame? There's gonna be, like, have the conversation, ask the uncomfortable questions. It's gonna be very informative. It always is. Of course. Appreciate you letting me read for you. I hope that was helpful. Anytime you need me, girl, I'm always around. You do have my number, I believe. So if not, let me know. Um, Dodger. If Let me know if you have any other questions. If not, I'm gonna move on to Shirley. Shirley, are you still in here? I think, yeah, you're here. And I hope I'm not negative, Nilly, today. I'm kind of. I'm gonna read the cards how they come out, but I'm always gonna, like. I love you guys, and I don't want you guys to. If I have, like, some sort of experience and I could share with you that can kind of help you, I'm gonna share it, even if I. It's not always fun, right? It's not always fun, but it is always necessary. But I love the way you think, Dodger. I love the energy that you hold for yourself. I love the way that you expect good things. You have healthy boundaries, and everybody should have that. So I'll be checking in on you, see how it goes. All right, Shirley, give me a second. Your deck is right there, yes. I'm gonna put these away. Na, 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 na. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Shirley, Shirley. Okay, you have a pre-message. I felt like there's something you've been inspired to move away from toxic energies. There's something that you've experienced maybe since childhood, or um, there's some sort of negative energy that it's kind of, I don't know how long it has impacted you. I feel like it's like a thought process. It's a thought pattern. It's like a negative, like a lack. It's like there's some sort of negative energy that you've been conscious of moving away from, moving out of. And I felt like this is either something that you picked up in childhood, or this is something that you have been struggling through for a really, really long time. Shirley. 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 Hi, Cheryl. Shirley, 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 Shirley. Shirley Lasha. Shirley. Shirley. Okay, okay, okay. Shirley. I feel like there's also like anxiousness. Like I feel like you might get anxious. You might have anxiety attacks from time to time, especially when you feel like out of control. I feel like that's something since childhood too. Like you have, I don't know if you've heard of childhood, the CPTSD. I feel like that would apply for you. I feel like there's, and you're aware of it, and you're trying to move out of that energy. You're trying to heal those patterns, those energies. Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords. I felt like there's people have done horrible things to you. You've witnessed them doing it. You've either witnessed them doing it, or they've done it directly to you, and you're very much aware of how negative and how toxic people can be. And I felt like there's something within you of like you constantly I feel like you have anxiety, like really bad anxiety, and I feel like you have issues sleeping as well. I feel like that worry causes you to not be able to sleep very much. Uh, your thoughts, they get out of control at times, and it's important for you to start to own your thoughts. They are your thoughts. You are having them, they're not having you. You get to tell them like, okay, I'm done with that. Like, I don't think like that no more. Yeah, I did that once upon a time. That's not who I am no more. And like, you get to tell yourself the the fuck, you get to tell the lie that you want to believe. So people have already told you, right? It's their lie They've told you who you are and what you think and what you feel and what you can and can't do and all that. They've told you all that. But that's their lie. It's time for you to tell your lie and live your lie. It's not even a lie, it's your truth. Live your truth over their lie. I feel like you have really been, I feel like you have, like, I feel like you're a really good person. You're a kind person and you get taken advantage of. And people have made you feel like less than at times because you didn't do what they wanted you to do. And how they've taken advantage of you has caused you to see and think and feel negative about yourself and get overwhelmed with the thoughts of what can and what might have happened and what might, and like you just and the thoughts, they just run away with you. I feel like it could be doing the dishes, sitting at work, sitting at the grocery store. Like, I feel like this is not controllable at times, and I don't know why. This is the topic for right now. Spirit God wants to talk about it for a reason. We're gonna look at this assistance day, the sun. You need to be aware of the star. Aw, you need to be aware. Um, you need to be aware. The sun, right? The sun is the sun and the moon, or sorry, the sun and the star. The sun and the star. The sun, it comes out and it shines the light, everything, like everything that's hidden in the shadows of darkness, it's it's revealed in the light of day, right? And it's also where we get the warmth. It's also how the flowers grow. It's how things are nurtured. um the star is healing, it's wish fulfillment. I feel like the combination of these energies, playing with these energies, I felt like, and then that pre-message I had, you had, I felt like you're conscious aware, you're consciously aware. You're not happy of where you were and you don't want to be there no more. And you, like, you're very much aware of, like, your thoughts have power, your thoughts have energy. And I felt like you're it's a lot of work to do still. Um it's a regular thing, but it's never gonna go away. Like, this is something that grew in childhood, and this is something that's gonna sustain until adulthood, until forever. Your thoughts are always gonna be there. That's one of the gifts and also one of the curses of life, right? um, your thoughts can create things, can create healing, can create destruction as well. So own your energy, own your thoughts. Don't let them run away with you. Run away with them. When you're having those thoughts of, like, oh, it doesn't feel good, I don't like this, and having a memory or whatever it is, you can't do something, you're not good enough, whatever, it's never going to work out, whatever it is possible. You won the lottery the other day. You just freaking married the man of your dreams and he wears really freaking good cologne. Whatever it is, tell yourself the better lie. And just like you were told those other lies over and over and over and over again until you believed it, tell yourself the better lie until you believe it, until you can feel it. And, like, that's another reason why I got this cologne. Like, your senses play with you. So yeah, you can have, I feel like I want this person to come in. That's great. But I have these memories and these thoughts, and so they kind of they combat each other, cancel each other out. But I also have a nose, and this smells really good, and so he wears this. So I imagine him wearing this. I imagine him getting out the shower and getting home from work and asking me about my day and getting ready for the date that we're going to go on. Whatever it is, like, get your senses involved. Like, buy something where you can look at it or smell it or hear it. Whatever it is, get your senses involved and start living the life you want to live. At this stage in life, things tend to get really ugly. It's important for you to be nice to yourself, especially in these moments. Just all we can do is the best we can. Be honest, have integrity, be sincere, be a good person the best you can. Be honest. Um, Eight of Pentacles. I don't know if there's like some sort of payments that are involved or that you're expecting or they're expecting from you. Um, or I feel like this might also be like that might take a while, this journey. Two of Swords. No, I feel like there's something you're not necessarily seeing. Um, so just as your sister is a relative and has the ability to hire an attorney, so do you. There's arbitration. There's so many things involved. Every family, not every, majority. I would say majority of the families, not every family, but majority of the families, when people die, people want the things that that person had, um, but they don't like everybody. I don't know. It people aren't there to leave things, right? We're there to make experiences, make memories. So yeah, um, if you don't have the ability to buy them out, that's um it, unless I don't, so I'm not an attorney. I don't know how all that works, but I know that there's probate. I know that attorneys aren't always honest. And if that's your sister's attorney, they're not going to be forthcoming with the best information for you. So try to get your own attorney, but those kind of attorneys, they're not cheap and they're not free. So try to get your own attorney if you can. If the house ends up having to get split sold, they will have to split the proceeds. That's what I'm saying. You'd have to buy out their half, but I don't know. Talk to your mom. See, I don't know. Talk to your mom. See what all options are available. Try to get your own attorney, um, but don't make your decisions off of somebody else's attorney and their advice for them. And like you need somebody on your side. You need somebody that knows all the laws and everything, and which I don't. I'm sorry, but there is probate, and you can look into the things like you can file a case yourself as well. Like there's things that you can do. Um, you're not just SOL because somebody else has an attorney. Sometimes you are, but sometimes you're not. You're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be. And there's arbitration. So, but your mom's still alive, so she should have a what is that? Power of attorney. If she's not coherent, she's not able to make her own decisions, she should have a power of attorney. And that's why it's important for everybody to just make healthy decisions and be with the partner before you have those kids, that you have a healthy relationship so everything's freaking healthy as much as possible. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. So sorry. My advice to you, Shirley, is to get an attorney. Try to get a free consultation if you can, until you get the attorney that understands your situation, that feels like it's a good fit, and see if like whoever the power of attorney is for your mother. I think it's called the power of attorney. Um, whoever she's hopefully everybody hopefully is making those decisions before we're not able to, right? But most of us don't. So hopefully whoever that power of attorney is somebody that's ethical, somebody that really has her best interest at heart, and talk to them and see what options there are. But I don't know. I don't want to talk about that because I feel like I don't want to give you advice or kind of like lead you down a rabbit hole. We're going to look at those. There's a change coming in ASAP. Okay. So put your feelers out there because I feel like you don't know what you don't know, and I feel like there's more information that you need to know that's going to be beneficial for you. You got the World card, the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. I feel like there's some sort of change or move coming in. That's going to bring in a new opportunity for you. It might bring in resources, but whatever it is, you're going to be happy about this. It's going to. I feel like right now you're not seeing things clearly. You don't know what you don't know what you don't know. You need to know the laws. You need to know, like, maybe she wanted it like this. Like, does she have a living will? Does she have a will? Does she have a journal somewhere? Like, there's things like, so when we live our life, we do the best that we can, and then everybody that we leave behind, they want certain things, right? And so the relationships, I'm very jaded in this realm. I'm very jaded. I'm so sorry. um I don't know. Do you know the relationship you have with your mother? Because she's still here. And dementia or not, you can go connect with her. She's still here. And even if she wasn't, you can connect with her energy, with her soul, with her spirit, and just kind of get a feel for like what she want, like, and hopefully like maybe there's a will, and look in your county to see if there's any documents that's been filed with the court under her name. Like, look into that, do some research, but don't give your power away. Don't just accept defeat because somebody else said something. And that's what arbitration is really. Like, if like something wasn't fair, or you don't feel like it was like all right. I am very jaded in that area for many reasons, but granted, this was a really long time ago. But I know a family member who had children, and one of those children in particular wasn't treated very well by their parent. Um, but that parent had already had that prior awareness of including that person in the will. So um, they made their will so they were included, so they weren't completely excluded. Um, I'm not going to go into detail everything, but laws are laws, and there's documents, and there's things, and everything that everybody experiences, the crazy shit that we think, oh my god, who the hell would do that? Yes, somebody has done that before, and it's documented somewhere. There's a law somewhere about it. So get an attorney. Yeah, and and if it's your mom, uh, I'm not close with either of my parents, so I can't relate. But my grandmother, when she had passed, my family is just weird, so I can't relate at all. And like, just look into the documents, see what there is, if there's any, like, maybe like people journaled, right? So if she had her journal before. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. And you know what, though, too, Shirley? Remind yourself, it's not the things. that we have those connections with, right? It's the souls, it's the spirits who are no longer here. So at the end of the day, I hope everything gets ironed out, but if it doesn't, that's not going to make or break you. You're still going to be you without everything, without the house, without any proceeds from it, without what if everything was to fall to shit right now, and you were to never see nobody again, and you were not to get anything ever, and you were just fall off the place of the earth, or everybody else was, or whatever, you're going to be okay, because you're okay, because the sun's going to rise no matter what. So you just have to find a way to balance it out. And the things that we care about, really, at the end of the day, it's the memories, it's the emotions, it's the, like, you had a good relationship with your dad from what it sounds like. And the nobody's going to be able to mess that up. My grandma, my relationship I had with her, um everybody kind of like scavengered her stuff, her roommate, like the thing. It, mm, but that's okay, because those things aren't what made my relationship with her. They're not what made my connection with her. They're not what allows me to have my memories of her. And the same is true for you and everybody else on the planet. It's not the things that we have the connection to. It's the people, it's the memories, it's the conversations, it's the moments of, like, caring, genuinely caring about somebody. And so at the end of the day, it's nice to have something that has value, or nice to have something that reminds us of somebody. But at the end of the day, if the world was to blow up and we were left with nothing but rubble, we would find a way to live, because we would still be here. We would have to. We're creatures that we maneuver, we compromise, we improvise, we adapt. And so it's those memories of your loved ones. It's not the things. And I know that you know that, but sometimes when we're fighting to, like, have a place and have a whatever for things to be fair, it's hard to remember that. And so I just ran in to remind you that at the end of the day, if you lose the fight, or if you get tired of fighting, it's okay. Those things aren't what had that value. Okay. Do you have any questions? I feel like this reading kind of got derailed a little. Last. Wait, what do you have for Shirley? What else for Shirley? All right. 7 of Cups to Lovers, 10 of Swords. Yeah. You know, like, you love them, and you're always gonna love them. Like, you see 7 of Wands. You're defensive. You see the defensiveness in them. You, like, oh, it just feels sad, right? And don't misunderstand me. I'm not seeing that I don't, you're not greedy. I'm not saying that you're valuing those things. I'm just saying some people in life do. And when they're not fair, because unfortunately there is a pecking order with the justice system, and it's not always fair, and it's not always just. So when things aren't just when they're supposed to be, that's not a reflection of you, and that's not a reflection of right and wrong. That's just a, a loophole. Somehow somebody got to benefit them. It's horrible. Yeah, a lot of people have, like, people don't know how to behave. like in life, people take advantage of people. And when we die, people take advantage. I feel like I wish it was a rule. I feel like there should be like a bank, like something monitoring how much like emotional effort that you put in and invest, and how much resources that you've invested. Like, what was your total contribution to that person? And that's what you get out of their estate and their stuff when they pass. And whatever the memory is to that thing, that's what you get. Whoever has the most, I don't know. Anyways, um, you're evaluating things. You're going to continue to evaluate things. And at the end of the day, you love your people, right or wrong. Love is love. And it hurts. And it's confusing and it's not right. But love is love. Just be kind to yourself. Especially in moments like this where it feels like the world is just so freaking heavy and you're not really sure who to trust. You're not really sure who's in it for the right reasons and all that. Just be kind to yourself. And read your Bible. I'm always going to advise everybody. I'm not a Bible basher, and I feel like I'm more spiritual than religious, but I personally find strength and comfort when I'm struggling and I reach for my Bible and I just randomly open it and I get the perfect verse, the perfect message in that moment. God's always waiting. God's always there. You just have to ask. You just have to be open to receiving. We're all here alone, but we're really not here alone. Nobody's alone. You're never alone, even though you are. But you're going to get through this. Just be kind to yourself. And the thoughts that come and they feel like they're little more than what you're wanting to manage at that moment, set it, like release it with love. Like if it's a memory of like a difficult moment, just release it with love. Send love and light to that so that you can have healing in your memories, healing in your emotions, healing in your heart, healing in the future, where you're going. So you're not moving forward and carrying this baggage with you, carrying this disappointment and this hurt and this anguish and this. Yes, everywhere. You just have to look at it. Like there's always, what is that called? There's that thing where attorneys have to do, I can't think of it right now. There's things where attorneys they'll do like free services because it's like a tax write-off for them at the end of the year. And reach out to your chamber of commerce and let them know what you're experiencing and ask them what resources are available for you. The Chamber of Commerce. I think it's a county. It's either a city or a county. Chamber of Commerce. Any attorney will give you a free consultation, but the Chamber of Commerce, they'll let you know like if there's any like actual like government resources. At least that's how it used to be. So ask like let them know what you're experiencing and ask them who would they advise you to contact. All right, Shirley, do you have any questions before we close out your reading? Don't give up. Don't give up, Shirley. Four of Pentacles. Hold on. There's something where King of Wands. There's something that you're very passionate about. Don't give up. There's something you're inspired about. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is something in her. Maybe it's her home. You're very passionate about it. You're inspired about it. Don't give up just yet. What's Spirit's advice? You have the Justice card. You need to get an attorney, a free consultation, like she said. There's government resources. There's city programs. There's free resources. There's things that you can do. I feel like you just need a little bit of assistance with this. Don't give up. I don't know, like what is it called? I don't even know what my phone is called. Pro bono. That's what it's called. It's called pro bono, where the attorneys, they give you free advice, free resources, and also there's that Legal Connect. It's like a where you can get in touch with resources at a cheaper rate. So look at what options. Sorry, look at what different things there are. But I asked specifically for Spirit's advice, and let me get one more Spirit's advice for sure. Knight of Pentacles. All right, so Spirit's advice is to not give up, to pursue things. I feel like with the Justice card here, I feel like you need to pursue what options your mother has. Like, can you be her power of attorney? Can you be the person who has the say so? Who is the person who has your mother's best interest at mind? Not theirs, not wanting things to get situated so that they can get what they want after she's passed, but who genuinely has your mother's best interest at heart for your mother. That person, I feel like whoever that person is, they need to be put in a position where they have more power. I feel like your mom, but I don't know, like if she wasn't the okay, Spirit's advice, not to give up. There's something for you to continue to hold on to. Not too tightly, but don't let go. Don't give up on something. Look at what your legal resources are. Look at what options you have legally. You might have to put money into it though. You might have to put some money or resources into it. You might have to put time into it. And also I feel like Spirit's advising you to go spend time with your mother as well. Spend time with your mother, asking her the questions, and I would record it as well. I would record it. I would just have like a little recording, and not for multiple reasons, actually. Not only just so you can have a document of what she said, but also because you're going to want to look back at that later. It's going to be a memory. It's going to be a documented memory. But have a conversation with your mom and record it. And if she does not have a power of attorney, I would figure out about going and getting that. Okay. Well, dementia or not, power of attorney is a power of attorney. A power of attorney is basically that person, whoever that is. It has there's a medical power of attorney. There's basically just hold on. Spirit wants, it's not, Shirley, it's not up to you to iron out your mom's life. It's up to you to live your life and make sure that there's no baggage at the end of this. Um, I haven't been reading the comments I very much. I haven't. I've been kind of glancing. I haven't read them very much in detail, so I'm not sure the details about the house. Um, but whatever's the holding up, whatever's causing you to have that tension and that stress right now, beyond just the stress and the tension of your mother being in this difficult position and situation and the emotional aspect of that, there's another element that goes more into that, and I feel like it's like it's because of tangible things. And so clear that energy, just whatever you need to do to be able to have a healthy for you to be able to, it's like, sit alone and not have this bother you all day, and to sit there and enjoy a moment and feel peace in your heart and in your soul, because just feeling peace, it's important for you to make closure with things. It's important for you to have your peace within yourself. So have the conversation with your mom, and whether people think, oh, dementia is dementia, so you're come and go or not, but either way, you're still there. Like, her soul is still there. She's still there, and you can say those things to her whether she's going to remember it or not. You know that you said it in or somewhere in her soul, even if you're going to have to tell her again later, her soul will hear it. So say the things that you wanted to say. Get everything off your chest. All the I love yous, I'm sorry's, and I forgive yous, and everything, all of it. Enjoy your moments with her. And I would say, like, right now, that's, I would worry about that right now, is to enjoy the time with your mom, not about her house, not about all that other shit. Unless you're actually homeless and you have to worry about that, I wouldn't. And even if you are homeless, there's options, there's things. I'm just in that moment of my life right now where I see where I have stressed and put in effort and energy into things that were not needed and not helpful. And in fact, they were detrimental at the very end of the day. So see what's important to you and put your effort into the things that actually do matter. And you can't do anything for anybody else. You can't feel for them. You can't live for them. You can't think for them. Nothing. All you can do is for yourself. So be kind to yourself, love yourself, and help yourself to settle the energy so you just have peace. Whatever needs to happen to bring you peace, because that's the goal, right? In life, we want to be happy and have peace. And so whatever needs to happen for that to be the accomplishment, let's get there. Let's do that. Because you matter. It's okay, Shirley, even if she's not going to respond to you. So even if, I don't know, I'm way different than everybody else. Block everybody else out, because at the end of the day, no matter who's all in that room, it's you and her. And unfortunately, this life is not everything we would want it to be. And so if you guys just in the room and there's no privacy, have those conversations, have, like, whatever. And even if she can't say anything back, like, our dogs can't, and it's, I'm not comparing them, but I have animals and they can't talk to me, but I can look in their eyes and I can sense something. Um, and maybe, I don't know. Whatever you need to do to make peace with that, and to say the things that you needed to say, because she's There's certain conversations that maybe you do need a response from her that you're not going to get. So maybe those, you won't be able to get those resolved now in this lifetime. But the things that you need to say and just get it off your chest, you can do that. You can do that. And you can, like, throughout the day, you can just send her like good energy. And just let her, whatever you need to do to bring yourself peace, Shirley. Get the things off your mind. Get the things out of your head and into her ears. So you, like, when that time comes, there's nothing of, I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have tried that. Just get peace. Find peace, because life is hard enough. You got enough struggles. So however to bring balance to that. Yes. She loves you. She loves you very much. Just like you love her, she loves you. And, like, okay, nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect. Like, I love my children very, very much. I know that they wouldn't always think so. I know that they wouldn't always understand the way I do what I do, why I do what I do. But I know that I love them to my very, like, my last breath. God knows. I hope they know, but I don't control that. I only control me and the energy that I put out and how I treat people and what I do. Anything beyond that, and I'm not perfect. Nobody is. And remind yourself of that too. Nobody's perfect. You've done wrong, and that's okay. She's done wrong, and that's okay. We're all human. We just got to do the best that we can to make the peace so that we can sleep well and wake up and live through the day and it not be as miserable as it might be. Make your peace. No, Shirley, don't apologize. Like, I loved getting on here. Like, I was having a crappy day. Like, life is hard for everybody. And so when we can get together and, like, kind of encourage each other and remind each other that we're not alone and somebody cares about you and you do matter. When you're sad, I'm sorry. When you're happy, I'm excited for you. Like, you're not alone. It just makes it a little bit easier, right? It makes it easier to breathe. It makes it easier. Makes it easier. So I'm here for that all day, every day. I love good people. I love kind, genuine, good people. And that's you. Sorry. And that's you. So you matter. I want you to be happy. I want you to be peaceful and stress-free. So if I can help with that at all, let me know. But just remind yourself, we're all human. Life is life. So it's not going to always be fun, but it doesn't always have to be miserable either. And there's the good in something always. There's a lesson in there always. And the moments that we have, we got to make the best of them. Enjoy the time that you have while you have what you have with your mom. Have the conversations that you need to. I feel like you need to clear the energy as well of, like, things that you're not really sure about how you feel. Like, let her know. Even if she can't respond, because it's going to be cleansing for you saying it. And even if you can't say it loud in front of everybody, you can whisper it in her ear. You can whisper it in her ear and give her a hug. Let her know. You really hurt my feelings when you did that. But I love you anyway. And I'm always here. Whatever you need to do for you. Okay. Yes. Shirley, if you could do me a favor, please, tonight before you go to bed. And if you're in bed right now, pull up your phone and pull up a video and look yourself in the face, in the eye, and remind yourself how beautiful you are, how kind you are, how smart you are, how amazing you are, how blessing you are. You bring so much blessings to this world just being here. And you are blessed. You are loved. You are needed. You matter. You are loved. I'm sorry, life isn't easier and life isn't kinder, but it wouldn't be it would kind of be boring. I feel like if it was too fun, it was too easy, it was too smooth, it would kind of be boring, right? So we need all the crazy to keep us smart, to keep us on edge, to keep our thoughts working, to keep our emotions working, to keep us growing, progressing, evolving. You matter. You're amazing. Okay, Sherry, did you want to get on the list? Who's all here? So we did a reading for Dodger and Shirley. And who's next? I don't want to go scrolling to the top. So if I go out of order, my bad. I'm so sorry. Okay. Absolutely. Thank you. And that's 1,000% true. Um, like the people who haven't had struggles, they're not very nice. But the people who have struggled, most of them are nice. Like the people who like if you can relate if you've experienced it, right? And so the people who haven't had the trauma, haven't been disappointed and freaking had the freaking rug pulled out from under them in life, they're just oblivious. And ignorance is bliss, but I don't want to be ignorant. And I don't want to be jaded either. And I don't want to be resentful and all of that. So those are things that I'm going to be working on. So all we can do is be kind to ourselves and encourage ourselves and one another. All right. And then okay. Okay, so Cheryl, and then we're gonna do okay, Cheryl. Last shuffle, that was quick. Or got a pre-message. The Chariot, Ace of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. There might be something you've been looking. Three of Cups. I don't know if you're planning on going on like a road or not a road trip, but like a vacation. There's an energy here of forward movement that you're really excited about and that you're kind of like planning, you're strategizing something, and it might involve other people as well, and there's a lot to celebrate, or there's something to celebrate. So I don't know if you have like a girls trip coming up or recently experienced one, or you've been wanting to, but I felt like you definitely want to get out and about. Justice. What's that about? Why is the Justice? Temperance. I don't know if there was a legal situation that you were dealing with. There's something, or either it was a legal situation or something was unfair, out of balance. And I felt like you had to balance yourself to bring, I don't know, I felt like you were dealing with a situation that was chaotic and unfair and out of balance, and you had to find the balance within yourself to bring that balancing energy in. And once you found or find that balance within yourself, new opportunities that have more longevity come into play. And I feel like there's somebody that's observing you getting into balance. If this is related to work, there's a higher up that's watching you do your work, and they're impressed with you. And if this is in life, if there's you finding balance and you finding a way to control and bring justice to the situation by like having it for yourself first, or like this kind of energy, it's like being the change you want to see, instead of like waiting for somebody to do the right thing. You do the right thing in front of the wrong. You bring the balance. Okay, who's coming towards you in love? Okay, yes. I think I'm going to start asking those questions instead of just getting into deep diving in life. Let's keep it fun and easy and ask questions. I don't know why. I feel like spirit really, like, for whatever reason, my readings are always like punch you in the throat, like gut punch, like the things that you try to avoid. Spirit, like, we're gonna bring it out. So yeah, who's coming towards Sherry? The Lovers. Woo! That's a great card. And first off, yes. Okay. So yes. What the fuck? Girl. Okay. Use your discernment, because I feel like there's people coming towards you. You got the Six of Wands in the reverse, and I flipped it. I tossed it to see if it was going to flip, and it came back in the reverse again. So yeah, you're going to have people who have interest in you. They want to date. They want to play around. But some of them, it's just a play. They're not serious. There's no longevity involved there. So use your intuition. Trust your discernment. Ask the hard questions. Don't be. This was my thing I realized recently. And then you have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. This is negative. And then the Knight of Cups. Yeah. There's people that are going to be pursuing you, but that make sure that they're showing you that they have what you're interested in, instead of there's somebody who showed up. And just because you have what they are interested in doesn't mean that they have what you're interested in. And I feel like there's going to be people being presented to you or presenting themselves to you. For sure, you got the Lover's card here and the Knight of Cups. But you also have the Six of Wands in the reverse and the Nine of Cups in the reverse as well. So whoever does come in, there's not going to be a victory with that person, and they're not going to be your wish fulfillment. So use your discernment. Don't, like, if you're not interested, it's okay to say no. You don't have to keep them around just because. But at some point, what's going to come eventually? What is meant for share? Knight of Pentacles, the Justice card, Seven of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. It's going to be a while. But once you decide what you want, like, I don't know that you know what your deal breakers are, but once you know what they are and you actually hold to them, the universe is going to know more of what you want. And I feel like you're going to be able to have that. Like, you'll have the ability to make a decision of, do you want that or not? Are you interested in them or not? But before you get to that point, it's a lot of shenanigans. There's a lot of like figuring out um figuring out value, being tested on value, being put in situations of having to, either your integrity is tested or another person's integrity is tested, and getting the end result of somebody being deceitful and, I heard, a demise. But at the end of the day, after all the BS, once you figure out what you want and know what you want and make a decision to like head that way and not look back and not sway, I feel like you're definitely going to have the life that you want. Yeah. Yeah. You'll have the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. I felt like that it's not, your prince in shining armor is not coming around the corner, but that doesn't mean he's not coming. But when he comes, it's gonna be like, you're gonna feel like, what took you so long? Like, I've waited forever. By the time that your person comes in, I felt like you're gonna, there'll be a piece of you that feels a little bit jaded, a little bit like questioning everything. But I feel like you need to question things. I feel like you maybe haven't questioned enough in the past. But your person, he's going to be answer all the questions on the survey, right? And he's not going to flinch. He's not going to be scared to. Page of Pentacles. Your person is out there. And they are worth investing in. And you have not met them yet. But like I said, the next people that come in, the next person that comes in is not going to be your shining prince and your prince in shining armor. They might be a person that tests you. Have you established your boundaries yet? Are you firm in your boundaries? So my best advice is to get to that point so that you don't even have to be tested on it. So spirit already knows that you know your value, you know your worth, you love yourself, and you're not going to sway. Yeah. You're beautiful. You're loving, you're kind, you're smart, you're fun. Like, anybody would be so blessed to be able to be in your presence. Don't sell yourself short. Don't allow somebody to like take up your time just because you're bored in the moment and just because you're lonely in the moment. I hope this is not TMI, but if you have needs, they have toys. You can even find that at Walmart. If you need a moment of somebody to talk with you, they have those phone things. They have like things like this. There's a million things in this day and age. If you need something, it's out there to be found. I promise. So just be kind to yourself and love yourself and heal, so that way you don't have to go through all these lessons and establishing your boundaries and being tested on them. Just love yourself, respect yourself, and demand that from everybody else in your environment. Yes. See, that's the thing. That's the way that everybody needs to be. But have you I'm not even going to have you. Make sure you maintain that energy, but also Queen of Pentacles. But also love yourself. Continue to love yourself, but make sure that that's something that's not swayable. so that when your person comes in, the first week is cool, the second week is cool, and the third week is cool. 7 years later is still cool. You are still investing in yourself. You are still loving yourself. You are still respecting yourself. That's what I'm saying about that. I feel like you definitely, I feel like right now it's the moment for you to like really be loving on yourself, working on yourself, building up your resources, putting effort into yourself, building in knowledge as well. If there's something you want to learn it, to go to do that class. If you want to experience something, go experience it. Live life right now for you. Invest in you. It's a great opportunity to get to know you. Get to know you. I feel like the more that you're out experiencing life, just being yourself, I feel like you're gonna catch eyes. People are just like, when we're happy, other people, it's contagious, right? Because most of the people aren't happy. Most of the people are just living, not even living, just existing on the hamster wheel, and then going back to their family and that they're not even happy with. Like, most people aren't happy. So really be happy. Do you. Like, whatever, like, I wanted to experience that before. So go find that. Go experience that. Go do that. Whatever you're inspired for, go do that. Live that. And I felt like the more that you do those things, like, you're just going to be living life and you're going to be happy. And I felt like that's going to attract somebody. That's going to attract your person. But make sure you've already healed, so that that person that sees you, that presents themselves to you, that's your person. It's not another person in the test. If you've learned your boundaries and if you're really firm on them, and if you are you going to choose yourself, and do you know your value? Do you know what you want? All that crap. But no, keep loving yourself. Keep investing in yourself. Keep healing. Keep working on you. And the things that you're excited about and that you haven't experienced yet, experience it. And you want to do it again, do it again. And it wasn't so fun, then don't do it again. Live life. Be in life. And you might mess around and find yourself in love. 9 of Cups. That's how, yes. How you find your wish fulfillment. Sorry for the glare. How you find, I don't know how to turn it. So card is 9 of Cups. But how you find your wish fulfillment is by living your life, by experiencing the things that you're inspired for. You want to go to the movies by yourself? Go to the movies. You want to go try that restaurant? Go try that restaurant. Whatever you're inspired for, do it, because you're inspired for it for a reason. Whether you have somebody to go or not, you didn't get that inspiration because somebody was with you. You didn't get that inspiration because you had a pair of blue jeans or sneakers or whatever, your car, whatever it is. You were inspired for something. Do it. Look into it. Get more information about it. Live your life. You living your life is going to make you happy, and you being happy and just genuinely being you, that's what brings in your person. And it's really your genuine person. It's not a facade. Be you. Live life to the best, to the fullest. All right, any other questions, Sherry? All right, and then we're gonna get into giggles or boo-boo. Sorry, boo-boo. Any other questions, Sherry? Sherry, sorry. All right. Okay, I think that was it. Appreciate you letting me read for you. What's coming towards me that I'm not? Okay. Sherry, what's coming towards Sherry? Where? Last shuffle. What's coming towards Sherry? She's not aware of. One more shuffle. What's coming? Last shuffle. Thank you. What's coming towards you? What's coming? Okay. These next couple of days, Three of Pentacles. Okay. I don't know if this I don't know if you work, if you go to work or not. But there's somebody within your environment. This could be somebody, if you go to work, this could be somebody at work. This could be somebody in your friends group. This could be somebody at the grocery store when you're out and about. But somebody, I don't know if they're going to say something or do something, but they're going to put you kind of in defensive mode. And I felt like, I don't know. I feel like either you're going to hear something or see something, and it's not going to sit well with you. And I felt like you're going to be in defensive mode. And I felt like it's going to cause you to not get sleep very well. Like you might be tossing and turning that night or the next few nights. Maybe this could also be, if this is at work, you might hear about like there's like restructuring or reorganizing or something. But at the end of the day, you have the Two of Wands, so that it's a decision for you to make. Okay, always, whether it's at work, at home, after a reading, before a reading, whatever it is, always own your own energy. Always use your discernment, whether it's at home, at the library, at the grocery store, at work, wherever it is. Always trust yourself and use your intuition, use your discernment, and work on those abilities so that you have more of a trust in that. And if you're not sure about, like, I always advise everybody, if you're trying to get familiar with the energy of like if somebody's lying or not, I do it to myself first. Like, I tell myself my name is Elizabeth, and my name is not Elizabeth. My name is Jessica. My name is Crystal. Like, my if you're a girl, if you're a boy, if you're how old you are, like, tell yourself the truth and tell yourself a lie, and get familiar with the difference between those energies, and use your discernment. So whether this is people approaching you or a situation at work, like you already get those insights to, okay, I need to put my resume out. Okay, I need to just stop talking to this person, or I need to not divulge so many details to so and so. Hi. Yes. Okay. Appreciate you letting me read for you, Sherry. I hope it was helpful. Do you have any other questions before I close out your reading? Okay, and then I'm going to look in the list real quick. Sorry. No. Astrid. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate you. God bless you. Be kind to yourself. I hope you rest well. Use your intuition. Make sure you're using your discernment. But also, please do me a favor. Everybody on here, please do me a favor. Make sure you're going and looking at yourself in the mirror, in the eye, and telling yourself that you're amazing, that you're kind, that you're loved, that you're wanted, that you're important, that you matter. Because you do. And we don't hear those things often enough. So it's important that we remind ourselves. So thank you. I love you. Appreciate you. See you next time. Have a wonderful evening and have a great day tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Okay, guys. So I'm going to do Boo Boo and then Astrid and it's been a while since. And then Cookie Victoria. Thank you. Of course. Okay, Astrid. Cookie Victoria, did you want to be added to the list? I don't know if you're wanting to be added or just saying hi. But hello, welcome. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate you being here. I hope you've been well. It's been a while since I've been on here. Hope everybody's doing good. And I put you on just in case. All right. Let's see. Okay, we're going to look at this, but we're not going to keep it, Mom. Take it as it resonates. Okay. I feel like there's something you've been evaluating in regards to conversation, something that was said, maybe an idea that you've had. I feel like there's something you're also trying to ignore or avoid in regards to a decision. Or I feel like you're reflecting on choices that you've made and the results that it's brought. The way that you've appeared, the way that you've appeared in standing in your power. Hold on, please. Boo boo. Page of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody's not wanting to put forward efforts. Straight. You might be trying to have confidence or maintain confidence or find internal strength to deal with. I feel like there's a more immature energy um, that hasn't been putting in the effort in a way that I feel like there's somebody who's their energy, they're immature, and the action that they take, it's like too little, too late. Okay. 5 of Cups, the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I feel like there is somebody said something possibly hurtful recently that might have changed your outlook, might have changed the trajectory, might have changed a cycle in some way, shape, or form. Okay. I'm going to do a regular 10 Cups. I feel like the more that you work on your stability and the more that you just realize you don't know something. There's something you might have thought you know, and just accept the fact like you do, maybe it's not what you known, or I don't know. But I feel like there's like it's important for you to focus on yourself right now and your stability and moving forward. I feel like you get the joy out of life by releasing all the, how do you say, I feel like there's things you thought you knew that maybe it wasn't what you thought. Maybe you've realized that recently, and maybe that was hard. Things that you thought were a certain way, maybe they weren't, and maybe that was hard for you. But it's important for you to continue to move forward in your stability and focus more on the joy in life instead of the disappointment. All right. That has been your reading. I hope it has been helpful. Let's see. Okay. All right. Astrid, you ready? How does Erin feel towards tonight? How does Erin feel about Astrid? How does Four of Cups and the Queen of Wands. The Emperor. I feel like feel like that person is attracted to you, but I feel like there's something missing in the connection. It's like, or maybe they're just very structured. Hold on. Hold on. How does it explain that? Page of Swords, Six of Wands. He thinks about you. But I feel like it. Hold on. What is their intention? How do they? Okay. Four of Pentacles, Death card, the Star card, Six of Cups, Ten of Wands, Eight of Wands. I don't know if they've texted you or you've texted them recently, but I feel like there's something that either wasn't clear or wasn't fair. And I feel like they're I feel like this person is a little bit stubborn. Four of Pentacles. There's some sort of something that needs to change a little bit, transition in some way, shape, or form so that it can heal. But I feel like that. Hi, how was your day?
Hi, guys.
How was your day?
Good.
I love you. Love you.
Let me get my cameo. Hi, guys.
Watch your hair.
It's okay.
I feel like that this person, they're in the moment. They're not making long-term plans just yet. They're enjoying where things are going. I feel like there's a lot of playful energy, but there's also things that are little. How do you say? They don't necessarily mesh well. Don't mix well. I would maybe I wouldn't straight out ask. There's a way to ask without asking. Okay, so you can playfully be like, hey, I don't know if you go to work, but one of my coworkers, it happens to be a guy, right? One of my coworkers wants just put fillers out. I don't know. That I don't know. What I was about to say, it's like in the lines of like game playing, I would consider these days. To kind of like present a situation that's not really in existence to know how he will react in that situation, right? So like, oh, somebody's interested in you, somebody wants to take you on a date, just to see how his response would be, how his interaction. Oh, my friend told me that their whoever saw me and they thought that I was cute. Whatever, I don't know, like some sort of playful thing just to get them to like think and interact. So you can kind of get a feel for how they're feeling and thinking. Or you can just ask questions too. Just be blunt, be upfront. I feel like you guys have the ability to make a solid foundation, like a healthy foundation, as long as you guys approach the situation with honesty and clarity and ask the questions. Be honest. And whatever was dishonest needs to be cleared out and corrected. Okay. Do you have any other questions, Astrid? What attracts Astrid? What attracts Astrid to Lash? What attracts Astrid to? What attracts? What attracts? Five of Swords, the World card. Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is Seven of Wands. Okay. So, your question said, okay, hold on. I'm confused now. Your question first said what he likes about you. Or no, hold on. Your first question said what attracts you to him. And it says the Five of Swords, the World card, Two of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. So I feel like he's not as easy to get as you would have expected. There's like a little bit of hard to get energy. And it's not like he doesn't just go along with you. He doesn't agree with everything. Like you can't dictate to him. He's different than what you've experienced before. He's different. There's something about him that you can't quite figure out yet. Yeah, there's something you don't understand. Like you're intrigued by him. Seven of Pentacles. And he evaluates things. I feel like he makes good choices, and he doesn't make a choice before really like thinking it through and comparing the consequences, comparing the choices, the options. And I feel like you like that about him. You like he's just different than what you've known before. And what he what attracts him to you, what attracts him to Astrid. What attracts him to Astrid. Last shuffle, what attracts him to Astrid. He thinks you're attractive, and you just like you. Get out of our room, yeah. Just like him. Oh my God. Hold on. He's attracted to you, and he thinks that you're different than what he was expecting, than what he's known. And you're a little bit defensive as well. Like, I wouldn't say like you questioning everything, but like you don't just go along. So he has to earn it, kind of like he has to figure out. I'm on a call. Can you guys close the door? So he's attracted to you. You help him to see things differently. You're defensive. He can't just talk you into something as easily and as quickly. I feel like both of you guys are different for each other than what you guys are used to and what you guys might have expected. And I feel like that keeps you guys intrigued. What else? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Oh my God. All right. I'm gonna have to get off here because stupid people are in my environment, and I don't want you guys to hear shit. And if you do dumb shit, you're gonna have to answer it. Whether you can ignore it right now, in 20 years from now, at some point, what's done in the dark will be brought to light. So if you don't want to answer for dumb shit, don't do dumb shit. And you don't want to have to apologize, don't do dumb shit for apologizing for. And likewise, if you deal with people who do dumb shit, don't deal with them because they don't change. People don't change. They're like, um, 10 of Cups. You guys have the ability to have a connection here. Um, both of you guys, like, sorry. It looks like Astrid. It looks like this connection here. You guys to help each other to see things different, think of things different. I feel like it's very important for you guys to be honest with each other, be clear with each other. Don't play games. Use your intuition. Trust your discernment. Um, ask conversation. Ask questions. Ask the uncomfortable conversations, and have those conversations so you really get to know that person before you really deep dive and invest. Sorry, guys. Maybe I'll write a book one day. You guys can read all about it. Okay. So, Astrid, do you have any other questions? Anything? Usa. That's crazy. Sorry, Astrid. Do you have any questions? Of course, I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me do your reading. Be kind to yourself. Make sure that you're demanding respect from everybody in your environment. Don't settle for less. Don't sell yourself short. Healthy boundaries. Use your discernment always. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a great evening. I hope you rest well, get some good sleep, and I hope you have a wonderful evening tomorrow. Okay. Yes. Cookie, go ahead with your question. You're next on the list, actually. Okay, we're gonna pull some cards, but I just opened the deck. Um, hold on. So a little concerning. You got the Devil and the Four of Pentacles. Make sure that you have healthy boundaries. Make sure that you have healthy boundaries, and stick by those. No matter how cute they are, no matter how good he smells, he, she, it, they, whatever. Make sure that you are being respect yourself and demand it from the other person, no matter how cute they are, and allow time to show before you like fully deep dive and invest. Five of Swords. Don't doubt yourself either. Have confidence. Hold on. Gemini's feelings for Cookie. Last shuffle. Gemini's feelings for Cookie. Two of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Gemini. Okay. This isn't too concerning. It's just interesting. Something to think about. So you got the Moon card and the Ten of Wands. There's a like underlying energy that it's deeper than what meets the eye, and maybe that could be problematic. Let's see what else. How Gemini feels. How Gemini feels. Six of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. I don't know how long you've known this person, but they feel like they've known you for a really long time. Ace of Swords. I don't know if you've recently talked to them, like within the hour, but they've thought about you within the hour. They have a nostalgic feeling towards you. They have an interest to move forward. They want to continue to move forward in the connection. I feel like they have a feeling of like they get like, I don't know how long you've known this person, but they get like spiritual downloads about you. Gemini is a very intuitive sign. Get to know, like, I don't, if I was you, I would get to know what their other placements are, because we're a lot more than just our sun sign. For a few months. Okay. Well, that person does think about you. They're a little bit confused with where things, like, I feel like there has been red flags in this situation, the connection already. There has been red flags. I don't know on what side, or maybe on both. But there's like a sense of like they want to know more. They want to see where this is going. They're interested. Their feelings are building. Their emotions they're building. They think about you. They're a little bit concerned. Like there's an element here of having some sort of confusion in the emotional element, and being scared that that's going to be too much, if it's like going to bite them in the long run. Yeah. What's your question? This is still in the beginning, right? It seems like both of you guys are still interested. It hasn't it's small things. Well, initiate it and let him know how important the communication is for you. Okay. Okay. Um okay. I feel like he does as best as he can. I feel like he has had a connection, or maybe not a connect. He's had an experience. We'll call it that. I don't know how long or how deep it got, but he's definitely had a forward movement with his emotions, and it did not lead him the way that it did not yield the results he expected. So I feel like now it's like it's um he keeps his emotion, sorry, he keeps his words to himself, because like when you communicate, you're sharing, like you're letting people know you're oh my goodness, sorry, I lost my train of thought. When we're communicating, we're sharing with people our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, like, and if they're reading us on a level, like reading body language, reading eye contact, like there's so many different verbal and nonverbal communication things, and I felt like he keeps all that to himself, because in the past it hasn't worked out the way that he thought it was. So I feel like he's just waiting it out, and like playing playing it by ear, kind of. But he's like, I feel like he's kind of allowing you to direct the pace of the relationship. OMG. I feel like, yeah, definitely. Page of Cups, Two of Cups, the Devil, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. Yeah, so I felt like he does care, but it's like it's a thin line, right? I felt like he doesn't want to give over too much power. He doesn't want to be too quick too soon, but he does care. He is invested. The more time, and I feel like he might be a little bit concerned with how much he cares. I feel like you guys are you guys fit more than what he was expecting or prepared for, and I felt like that might kind of put him in like stuck in his thoughts a little bit. So he's not really communicating because he's busy thinking. And I felt like his thoughts, like there's things within those thought patterns that need to be healed. And there's like ideas and things that never oh my God. Like, let's say there's something he thought was never possible. And then you guys have had a conversation, and then he thought, oh, well, maybe it actually is possible. And it's like there's just a lot of new things going on. There's a lot of ideas. There's a lot of things. Oh, that's cool. So, my best advice would be to be as authentic and as genuine and sincere as possible, always. Ask the questions and let him know how you're feeling in those moments too, so he can hopefully feel comfortable to share how he's feeling. And let him know, like, those are things in the relationship that are important for you. You want those things in your husband. I like it. I feel like he's definitely interested as well. He's invested and he might be a little bit scared for as invested as he is. I feel like he might have been caught off guard for I feel like he thinks about you in moments when he's alone, and that might be a first for him, and that might catch him off guard. Hmm. Oh, good. I'm glad it's helpful. Thank you. Just remember, we're all human, right? We're all human. Everybody, we all have these hopes, desires. We're scared, we're hopeful, we're excited, we're panicked. We're all human. And I feel like the more that we get to spend time with people and the more we ask questions and like just let him know, like it's like there's nothing to be fearful of here. There like we're just having a conversation, right? And those conversations are super important, because how else are you going to know if that's really your person that you want to invest 20 years with in a romantic connection, or 20 years as friends, or 20 years as coworkers, or not at all? So ask the questions, have the conversations, have those experiences, so you know how it is to be in each other's existence in those moments, in all of those moments. Let's see. No, I don't feel so. Here's the thing about a Gemini, right? They're very playful, and that's why it's important to everybody has more than just their sun sign. Okay, but if we're just looking at sun signs here, um, Gemini's they can be flirtatious just to be flirtatious. It doesn't mean there's anything into it. It's more of the communication. It's just fun. It's the bouncing back, right? So if anything, pay attention to how he treats you, how he asks questions about you, how he cares if you ate or not, how he cares about the things that you're interested in. Um, it, Gemini Gemini is usually a chatty sign. So the fact that if he's not a chatty, um, that's for a reason. It either he's like stuck in his thoughts, and he's not comfortable communicating those things. Like that's what I'm saying. There's a lot more than just the sun sign. So ask the questions and read the body language, read the energy, so that you can read him and understand more about. Anyways, just ask the questions so that you can read the energy. But I don't feel like he's talking to other people. I feel like he's definitely intrigued with where things are going with you right now. I feel like he thinks a lot. There's a lot of thoughts going on for sure. But I feel like this is a new interaction for him. I feel like this is a new experience altogether. I feel like he might play with his friends or get teased with his friends about it. Like, I don't feel like he's there's something about his energy that's a little bit different. Like maybe he doesn't go out as often as he used to, or he's giddy a little bit. I don't know. There's something about him that's a little bit different, and it's positive though. But the people in his environment have picked up on it, and just keep being yourself. Keep being yourself and trusting your intuition and getting to know him and being yourself. And that's the only way that you guys are going to get to know if this is going to work or not, by being honest, by being genuine and sincere. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in other people's drama or past situations, experiences, whatever. If he has not caused you to question anything, trust him for now. If he makes you feel that peace, don't get don't get frantic when he's not immediately available or accessible. Like whatever it is, like the devil's a liar, right? um Confusion and chaotic energy is not wanted in peace, right? How do you say, just do what you're inspired to do and trust your intuition, use your discernment. Ask the uncomfortable questions. Read the energy, and just allow him to be who he is, and you keep being you, and just see how it plays out. But I feel like this is new in elements for both of you guys, so it's normal to kind of be a little bit skeptical in those situations, and I think we all always should be, so somebody doesn't lie for 16 years. But at the same point, it's important to have trust in that person. If they haven't done anything for you to question them and have that doubt energy, then trust them. Give them the benefit of the doubt until you have a reason not to. Use your intuition. I love that. Everybody should be like that. I feel like if everybody was like that, we would have a lot more healthier connections, a lot more healthier relationships, healthier people on the planet. So yeah, just keep being yourself. Be honest, have integrity, be sincere, be genuine. Be honest when you have a feeling and you want to say something. Say something. Do it in a tactful, kind way, obviously, but definitely don't just ignore something that you really have some, like, if you have a question, like even if it's like needing assurance in a moment, because him being able to give you that is going to give you peace, and it's going to solidify your guys' connection. And you having that need is something that he needs to be able to meet, and he won't be able to if you don't give him that opportunity. So you like we need to be able to. No, thank you. um just be honest with yourself. Don't read too much into it, but don't take it less for than what it is.
He said no.
Well, then be honest with them too at those moments, because sometimes if we get something before we're ready for it, we don't know how to take care of it, we end up damaging it. So until you're ready for it, just be honest with it and let him know what you're ready for, and so you guys can go at the same pace. So you guys, like, if it's too fast for you, if he cares, he'll slow down. So just do what's right for you. Be honest with yourself, be honest with him, and don't move too fast either. Go slow. That's perfect. All right. All right, Cookie, do you have any other questions? Anything else? Bye, guys. Love you. Be safe. Love you. Of course. I'm glad it was helpful. Just make sure that you're always, like, I've been saying this all night, and I'm going to say it every day for the rest of my life as much as I need to. You are important. You matter. Nobody existed on this planet before you. Nobody's going to exist after. Well, not before you, but there has never been a you on the planet before. There never will be after you. You matter. Whatever you have on your soul, whatever you're inspired for, it's there for a reason. Go towards that. Follow your intuition. Use your discernment so that way you're not tricked while in the process of trying to find your freaking goal line. But trust your intuition, use your discernment, and be your own best friend. Because life is hard. But if you are kind to yourself and you trust yourself and you use your discernment, you will have the life that you're intended for, which is the life of love and joy and bliss and good things. But when we ignore our intuition and we don't use our discernment and we don't ask the questions and we just let people have the benefit of the doubt all the time, we're going to end up miserable and unhappy. And I do not want that for you. You matter. You deserve to be happy. You are special. You deserve to have a happy life where you get respect and appreciation and all your dreams come true. Everybody should be happy in life. But okay, but that's the thing though, right? So Cookie, you could take take it as this. This is a perfect opportunity for you to either be tested again to really know your boundaries and did you really learn, or to be rewarded for all the hard work that you've been putting into healing yourself and fixing all the broken pieces that you didn't break, but it was your responsibility to fix. That shit sucks, but you've been putting the work in. You've been doing what needed to be done, and you're going to be rewarded for it. So hopefully this is the reward. But just in case it's just another lesson, don't rush too quickly. Take your time, go slow. It's okay to be in a vulnerable situation. And if we cannot be in a vulnerable, as women especially, if we cannot be in a vulnerable situation and be protected and feel safe still and have peace with our spouse, with our person who's supposed to be our person, our protector, our guide, our head of household, right? That's not the person for us. But we won't know if we do not allow that person to rise to the occasion. If we do not allow that person to be in those uncomfortable situations and see how they act. So allow the situations, because it's going to get uncomfortable, but you're going to know what you need to know before it's too late and before you wish you would have known already. So just allow time to do what time does. And be honest with yourself, be honest with him, be honest the whole way, be honest and love yourself and have healthy boundaries. And anything that needs to be corrected and fixed in the process, you can always do that. That's part of life. It's about change. It's the point of life, progression and change. Yes. That's the point of life. I feel like if everybody had a better, healthier outlook for themselves and was genuine and sincere with how they treated other people, I feel like this life would just be so much better and easier for everybody. And most people are miserable because the way that we treat each other and the way we allow ourselves to be treated, and it's not okay. So we need to fix it. So we're going to do better so we can have better. And I want to share this. The other day, I was doing a reading, and I was reminded of, I hope I don't butcher it. Your thoughts and your emotions are very, very important. Everybody wants what we want, but we don't think about everything that we're putting into our thoughts and our emotions is what's allowing us to have what we're wanting or not. So basically your thoughts, your desires are your car you're driving in to go to where you want to get your stuff, right? So me, I'm going to use myself as an example. I want to have a relationship, a healthy relationship where I feel loved and supported and I feel like a woman treated good by a man, where I can treat him like a man, by the woman I want to be, right? And so I was like, well, I was like, it was my reading. I was like punched in the throat by spirit. Like I want this man, but in my mind, I keep on. There's no good men on the planet. They're all liars. They're all cheaters. They're all X, Y's, and Z's. And so what I want, I will never have because it doesn't exist in the world that I created because of my experiences. But at the same time, my experiences, I was hurt and I was broken and I was not healed. And so I got hurt, broken men that were not healed. But the more I heal, the more I work on myself, the more I love myself, the more that I have healthy boundaries, the more that I do not waver on those, then the more I'll be able to have what I want. But I have to believe that it's possible at first. So I have to be able to, yes, I have these experiences of all these shitty men and all of this, but at the same time, I know God put a soul, something. God put a desire on my soul, so I know it exists. So I'm gonna ignore my hurts. I'm gonna ignore all my memories of my trauma because He is not that. He is healed. He is healthy. He has fixed himself, and He will not be tearing me apart. He will not be intimidated by my shine. He will not be de- demoting me to make Him feel better. Like everything, like, and He will not hurt me. He will protect me. Like, so these things we got to work on. So I'm in the process of working on mine. Everybody needs to work on theirs so we can all be happy and we can be in a better existence, because this shit's miserable for the most part. So we got to get it better so we can be better. Everything could be better. Be kind to yourself, love yourself, be honest with yourself, be honest with others. Speak the truth even if your voice and your legs shall shake. Be honest with yourself. Yeah. I'm be old as fuck when I get what I want. But when I finally do the healing to be able to get what I want, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be so beautiful. That's what I want for all of us. I want all of us to be happy, genuinely happy. Whatever calls to your soul, whether it's like freaking playing video games all day, doing tarot, freaking crocheting, working on cars, whatever genuinely calls to your soul. I hope you get that. I hope you heal everything that's within you that makes you feel like you can't have that and that you're not worthy or that it won't stick around or that it won't treat you right. I hope all of that heals and is repaired. And I hope you are revived and renewed and restored and you wake up and you have a new, wonderful life one day full of all the things that you wanted but were so scared to have and didn't think was possible. I hope you feel loved so deeply that clears and removes all of the pain that you've ever endured. I hope you have peace and serenity that calms all the craziness in life that severely shakes you to your core. In the name of Jesus, I hope you have healing and grace. I hope all of your needs are met. I hope that all of your darkness and all of your struggles, I hope that you're able to see that those actually are the journey to your life. The things that hurt you are not the things that heal you, but they are the things that strengthen you and taught you and grew you. You're stronger than you know. You're braver than you give yourself credit. You're loved more than you can ever imagine. You're amazing. I love you. You're wonderful. Peace is always there. Whatever you look for, you will find. I promise. There's always a reason. You want to be happy? There's a reason. You want to be mad? There's a reason. Want to be sad? There's a reason. You want to be happy? You want to be healthy? You want to be healed? There's a reason. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. If anybody has a wants to get a reading, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna be closing off and taking a smoke break, and I will be on. Thank you, appreciate you. I will be on tomorrow. I will be doing um so I don't know who caught the how much of the reading you caught, but I haven't been doing readings for a little bit because I haven't liked my setup, and I do not all this I don't like. I don't like it. But if I waited till I liked it, I wouldn't be doing readings for quite a while because I won't be moving for at least a year. Well, it'll be a year. It'll be a year. It's not going to be more than a year. It'll be a year, which is a really long time for me, but it is what it is. And I do not cut off my nose to spite my face anymore. And I don't throw yeah, maybe sometimes. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. But more I relate to that, I don't cut off my nose to spite my face. I'm working on healing those things. So I will see you tomorrow, maybe. If not, I'm always sending you love and light. I hope you know that you're amazing. Please never forget you are amazing. Whatever you are inspired for, it's for a reason, and you can do it. And whatever you think is possible, you're right. And if you think it's not possible, you're right. So be your own best friend. You're amazing. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light. Be kind to yourself and others as much as possible. Hey.